The Mix Morning Show with Mike and Nicole.
Every morning.
Mix 106.
It's one of the longest running television shows in the history of television in one form or another. Star Trek, one of the stars of Star Trek, and I have to say I didn't even realize this, and as big a fan as I am of Star Trek, and have watched it even when my parents didn't allow me as a kid because it was too sexy. Michael Dorn is with us today, and Michael Dorn, I didn't realize that you had appeared in more TV episodes and movies than any of the other actors in the series, in all the series.
Yes.
That is
276 episodes and 6 movies.
Wow.
That's absolutely crazy. I never would have guessed that. And I've got to say that it probably has made you, maybe not, well, yeah, it's got to have made you rich, right?
Don't ask that. Oh, my God.
But I mean, how many actors out there want to say, can actually say that they made a good living doing what they love? And I'm guessing you love this because you've been doing it your whole life. But this franchise helped to make your career.
Oh, actually, it made my career. I am so rich, I own part of Southern California. I'm like,
Do you own the good part or the bad part?
Rename it.
First question I have for you before we get into part of the reason that we're talking to you today, and that is the cruise. Are there plans for you in the future, do you know of, that you can share with us? Maybe upcoming movie parts for another Star Trek, television show for another Star Trek?
Well, actually, an interesting development. Last year, they asked me, Brian Fuller, who was the original showrunner for the Star Trek Discovery, asked me to recreate my character as an ancestor of Worf. And I said, wow, that's great. And we had talks and negotiations. And then CBS decided to forego the Brian Fuller universe and bring in their, another idea they had. And I got kind of thrown out with the bathwater. So I thought there would have been an interesting moment when I would have been doing another Star Trek series, as Worf, but it didn't work out.
Well, I mean, I don't think they're done coming up with new series because it seems like just when you think it's over, another series comes out. So you probably still have another chance. Yeah.
You never know.
I do have a post on our fan page at mix106radio.com on our website. If you want to see Michael Dorn, now the strange thing for you has got to be that you've always appeared in this series in makeup. So you can go out on the street, and for the most part, people don't recognize you.
Right. Mm-hmm.
And
I mean, for many, many years, it was just, people would look at me when they heard me talk and they go, do I know you?
Exactly. That was my point I was going to make, is because you have that distinctive voice that as soon as you talk, it's like, hey, I know who you are. I can't place your face, but I know who you are. All right. Tell us about this cruise, because this is part of one of the reasons that I wanted to talk to you, other than the fact that I'm a Trekkie. But the other reason is this cruise, the Star Trek cruise that is going on, that you're going on. And a lot of times you hear about these cruises and it's like, oh, yeah, the stars from this are going to be there, or this band is going to be there. You guys really have some of the biggest stars, including yourself, from the Star Trek series and movies that are going to be a part of this cruise and cruising with the fans.
Yes. The cruise has started a while ago on a smaller scale because I always got invited to these things and I never did it. But because of the resurgence, and it's been very interesting of the fandom and everything for Star Trek. They tried it last year, and it was a huge success, so they decided to do it twice this coming January. So we go out with one group, come back, and go out with another group and come back. So there's going to be 2 weeks for us, but 2 different cruises. So I think they felt that it was a success, so they wouldn't be doing it again.
Yeah. Well, in addition to you, I just want to say here are some of the stars that are going to be on that. So if you're a Star Trek fan, Jonathan Frakes, Brent Spinner, who played Data, Carl Urban, who is in the new movies.
Spiner.
Yeah, Spiner will be there. LeVar Burton. All those people. I'm sorry, Brent Spiner, and George Takei, I guess, is the cruise director or captain of your cruise.
Something like that.
Something
yeah.
like that.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. So you got a little bit of the new and a little bit of the old, all combining in here. And there are 20 different cast members that will be a part of this thing, which is so cool. But that's not the coolest part. The coolest part is that right now this thing is on sale 2 for $1. So the cruise is $1,200 that they have available. But
that's a really great deal.
That's a great deal by itself. But if you
Great
buy
deal,
that one
yeah.
cruise, you get a second one free. So it's really only $600. And this is a 6-night cruise that includes food.
Yeah.
So for $600, you can't stay at a cheap hotel. I really want to.
I know.
It's happening during my wife's birthday, and I thought maybe I should get it for her birthday, but I thought she would kill me.
This is for you, but it's really for me.
Yeah, exactly. It's one of those gifts that I get for her, but it's really for me. So
that won't end well.
It's really for you. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Well, I thank you for being with us really quickly this morning. Do you have anything coming up here that we can watch for you in, or more importantly, since we know your voice, we can listen for you in?
Yeah, no, actually, I did the voice of Prometheus on the Arrow.